Good afternoon. Today is Saturday, April 12th, and we have some birthdays today. Today is my brother-in-law, Gary, Mr. Gary to everybody else. That's Denise's husband. It's Mr. Gary's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Gary. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. He watches my channel, unlike my sister, who started the channel, who does not watch my channel. So happy birthday, Gary. But it's also Devin Smith's birthday, so Devin, happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Devin. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Cat D, K-A-T, D, Cat, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Cat. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. And Sloan Smith, who is Tracy Russell's granddaughter. Sloan, it's your birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Sloan. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope all four of you have a great, great birthday today. And we have one anniversary because today is Ann and Dave Hargreaves, Hargreaves. Today is their 39th anniversary. Happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary, happy, 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 happy anniversary. Well, I hope you have a great, great anniversary today. Not much going on today. I do plan on going for another walk because it's very nice looking outside. So when I get done chit-chatting with you, I'm going to go out for a walk around the block again. It's only half a mile, but, you know, like I'm starting off small. I'll get there. I'll get my whole mile, 2 mile. I don't know if I'll ever get I shouldn't say never. I used to walk 2 miles all the time, and I so thoroughly enjoyed it. So I just got to work my way back up to that. My birds have returned. the scariness of the human scent, I guess, has gone away. So they've been filling my feeders for the last day or so. So I so enjoy just sitting here watching my birds. And then I'm going to watch some YouTube videos. I started last night watching on Apple Friends and Neighbors with John Hamm. It was cute. I liked it. I like John Hamm. So there was 2 episodes dropped. I watched those 2. And then I watched another show, which it started off really, really good. I think there's 8 episodes total. I think I'm on to episode 3. No, I'm on episode 4. The first 2 episodes were really, really good. They really were. But then the third and was going downhill. And then last night my internet kept freezing, and so I just got frustrated and went to bed. So I never finished episode 4. I think only up to episode 6 is on there right now because they drop each week. But it's very, very dark. So it's kind of hard to watch back here because I get so much sunlight. I told you once again, now I realize how much I miss my tree. Although Jim and I were talking, and I don't plan on putting another tree in there. I think we might just put a shrub, or we might just cover up the hole, because we still have a hole there, with some dirt and put some more stones, because we have stones instead of mulch. Put that down. And then my neighbor from next door came over. I've noticed him and his wife, they walk every day, because I can see that's what I like. I got a view to the world out my window here. And now that the weather's getting nicer, I see a lot more walkers, dog walkers, just walkers in general. But I know that through the whole winter, both Jason and Christine, that's his wife, walked every day. And so I could see that he looked like he was losing weight. Well, I sent him a gift card for shoveling our snow this winter. I know he didn't expect anything, but it was so nice of him to do that. And I wanted them to have a night out on us. So I sent him a little thank you card with the gift card. And he came over to thank us for it. But now that he's like shed all of his winter clothing, you could really see his weight loss. Kind of gave me an incentive to get back on track. He looked really good. Even Jim says, "Oh my God, you look so good. You lost a lot of weight." And he says, "Oh, thank you." And then Jim comes in, he says, "Was he sick?" That's how much weight he's lost. He wasn't a big man in the first place, but I would say he probably lost 40 or 50 pounds, So he's probably right now about 170, 175, which is like for his height and everything. He's got to be like Jimmy's age. He's got to be like 50, I think. His oldest daughter is 25. So I would think he's around 50. But I can't tell you enough how much I appreciate my neighbors. I have such great neighbors. I really do. And then Mary called me. Her and her husband Don are going over to the apartment today to finish up everything. I guess my brother Michael is dropping him off there. And then Jimmy is going to go pick him up afterwards and move whatever they have left over back to the house. I know it's not my stuff, but from what I could see, it's stuff that they could have just not brought and not missed. But they're kind of like a hoarder. So, I mean, Don, I have a lot of hats. I have a lot of shoes. I have a lot of glasses. But I would say that Don probably has, in excess of 200 baseball caps. Easily. And it's just like, you don't really need that many baseball caps. You really don't. But, everybody has their own treasures. Everybody realizes thinks what they have is all special to them. So, but anyway. Oh, if you could say some prayers for Doug over at, I was going to say Jones Point and Plate, Rise and Shine Suburban Homesteading. Excuse me. He's going for some scans. I think it's on Wednesday. Like a follow-up scans. And so if you could say some prayers for a good outcome, which I'm thinking he's looking pretty good. So I'm thinking his outcome is looking pretty good. So if you could say some prayers. I did hear from Karen Newcomb, and her surgery went well, and she thanks everybody for the prayers. She's just waiting for the biopsy results and stuff from that, like that. But she said everything's looked pretty good, promising for her. So that was good. So thank you. If you can keep your prayers coming for them, would appreciate it. And what else is going on? Barb is doing better. I talked to her the other day. She's still not completely 100%, but she said she's feeling a little bit better. And the baby's coming in 2 weeks. It's hard to believe, isn't it? Oh my gosh. Just in 2 more weeks, I'll be a grandma again. I can't wait. I really can't wait. And then Alyssa graduates in June. I think May 15th is her last day of school. So my grandkids are getting so big. They're growing up so fast. They're just growing up too fast. They really are. Jim's at his hunter safety course today. Excuse me. He's at the hunter safety course, and with David's over there too. He's trying to get his hunting license for the fall. But there was something else I was going to... I have heard about Weight Watchers. A lot of people have asked me if I heard about Weight Watchers. I guess everything that Oprah touches doesn't turn to gold. Because I think that everything was doing well until Oprah got involved. And then all of a sudden, it all went downhill. Because you think the company's been around since, I think, the 60s or 70s. I know at least the 70s because I remember going when I was in the 70s. Not when I was I'm in my 70s now, I'm going, but I remember like in the 70s I was going because this has been a lifelong thing, which I think anything with weight is always lifelong. I think that like I always look at people that are thin and think, oh, I wish I could be like that. But those thin people, how many people had people in high school that you would get upset with when they would say, oh, I got to go on a diet, I got to lose 5 pounds. And then I think, oh my Lord, 5 pounds, what are you talking about? Well, if I would have done it when I only had 5 pounds to lose, then I wouldn't be doing this. But I think that it's a lifelong thing. You got to constantly watch your weight no matter what. I know there are people that can just eat everything and anything, and they don't gain weight. I don't have that metabolism. I never did. I never will. So I have to live with what I have. But I just really not surprised. I am paid up until June because Diana Antu had given me $100 for my birthday in September. And so I paid in advance for 10 months of Weight Watchers because at the time it was $10 a month. But there's so many other apps out there that you can use. So I really just if Weight Watchers goes away, it doesn't mean I'm not going to keep trying to lose weight. I definitely will keep trying to lose weight, but it's just sad because it has helped so many people in the past, and now it's just going the way of the almighty dollar because I think they just were trying to make too much money, and they lost their road. They lost their path to success. They did. They lost their path to success when they got greedy, as far as I'm concerned. But I don't know. And sometimes when you file for bankruptcy, it's just restructuring and that. But I know for myself that when my $10 ends in June, I don't plan on rejoining Weight Watchers unless there's some super deal. But I think that after June, if they're still around, my monthly thing is supposed to go up to $27.50 or something like that. I'm not going to pay that. I'm just not. So for now, I have 2 more months of paid Weight Watchers if they stick around that long, and because I don't see anybody getting a refund. I don't see that. I don't see that happening, and I know there could be a class action suit or something like that, but no, I don't know. So last night for dinner, I didn't have my tuna fish sandwich. First time in a long time, I haven't had a tuna fish sandwich. I had a bowl of popcorn. I just didn't feel like a tuna fish sandwich, and I went in the kitchen and I was going to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich, and then I thought, popcorn sounds pretty good. And I don't like, I know my it's going to rain or something because my sinuses are draining. I don't like microwave popcorn. I don't. And I have tried making it like myself. I buy regular popcorn kernels and pop them myself. But I have tried putting it in the bag in the microwave. I just would rather sit in front of the stove and just move the pan around until it all pops. It's just, I remember, I don't even know if they still sell them. Remember you used to get those little Jiffy Pops that were in the little aluminum foil thing that you put on the stove and then you popped open the foil once it popped? We used to get those when I was a kid. Not often because, like I said, I didn't realize we were poor, but growing up, now that I'm grown up, I can see that the meals we had and the things that we had, the different things in life, that I never felt deprived. Never felt deprived. But I've always felt love. I always had love. I never knew that I wanted for anything. And I've told this before, the teachers, I think teachers spot children that are in need and stuff like that, because I told you the one time I was in a play, I was going to be one of the reindeer in the Christmas play, and one of the things, the requirements was that we had to have a pair of brown tights that we were going to wear, and my parents told me that they weren't going to buy brown tights because it wasn't like, I don't know, they just said they weren't going to buy me any brown tights. And I remember going to school and I had told the teacher I had to drop out of the play because I didn't tell her that I didn't have tights or whatever, but they must have called my parents or something, because like the next day when I went to school and I opened up my desk to put my books away, there was a little bag inside of it, and inside was some brown tights that I know now that the teacher put in the drawer in my desk, but I didn't know at the time. So she spent money out of her own pocket just that I wouldn't be deprived of being a reindeer. And so I pranced on that stage like the best little reindeer you've ever seen. It's just because we made our little antlers. I remember we made our antlers in art class, and we made our little cotton ball things. I don't know. Because we were, deers. Yeah, deers have bunny, like not a bunny tail, but whatever. But I don't know, it was so much different going to school back then because we had a music class, we had a gym class, we had an art class. We had gym every day of the week. 5 days a week we had gym. We had the physical fitness, the Kennedy physical fitness, and you got a little badge that you could sew on your jacket if you completed the course, which was fairly simple. But I mean, it was just to get athletic. And then we had art 2 days a week. We had music 2 days a week, and then 1 day a week we had what was called auditorium, which was when we read poems, did little plays and things like that. We had math, we had spelling, we had English, we had handwriting, and then even if you wrote a paper, like even though you had an English class, if you wrote like a paper for history, they still corrected your punctuation and your use of contractions and all of that stuff. All aspects of it, and they even graded you on your handwriting and stuff. So it's just and where did they come up with the money back then? I mean, that had to have been, I know I went to a Catholic school, so the nuns the nuns did teach for free, but I only went to a Catholic school for 4 years, and then I went to a public school. It was a public school teacher that bought my tights. But, back then also, not to get on a rant here, but we had a street cleaner come once a week. One thing would come up and sweep the streets, and then another one would come and spray water on the streets and clean it. I'm boom. It's like the things we had. It's just, I don't know. And it was really only your father working. My mother didn't start working until I went to college. So my mother was always home. So it was just, A different time, I tell you. But, and you really didn't see overweight children. You just really never saw. I have no memory. I mean, you all had that one kid in your class that was a little bit bigger, but not like today. That's like, oh my gosh. It's just, I don't know. Okay, Sandy. Weight Watchers, where are you when we need you? So, okay, that'll do it for now. Yeah, I'm gonna watch a little bit of TV, not too much. I have to start. I can't wait till I can start reorganizing my deck outside, so I can start getting outside. It's supposed to be in the 50s all next week, so I can't wait. I just can't wait till the weather gets so much nicer and I can get outside. And my flowers are starting to bloom a little bit. They're starting to break the ground, so I got to clean up some of the foliage from the winter that I left in there to kind of keep it safe. Busy week ahead. I'm going to see my sister-in-law on Monday. We're going to the show on Tuesday. Friday's Good Friday. Thursday's Holy Thursday. So I'm going to be going to church for those. I don't go to church on Holy Saturday. And then Sunday's Easter already. People asked me if I did anything for Easter. Yes, I did, but it's private for me. So yes, I did do something for Easter, for Lent rather. I just didn't share it this year. And yeah, that'll do it. I know. Stop blabbering, Sandy. Stop. Okay, let's talk again tomorrow.